Hello again, and welcome to Rants from the Road. I am your host, Mr. Constitution. And today we got a pretty good show for you. It's been an interesting few days. The salt has been flowing. People have been freaking out about the recent ruling from the Supreme Court on abortion. Turns out, the Supreme Court has decided that, you know what? Maybe the Constitution doesn't actually protect a right to kill babies. Turns out that's not actually a thing, which I think makes sense. Because when you read the Constitution, it doesn't mention abortion, doesn't mention being able to kill babies. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. You know? I think we need to kind of remember that the Constitution was written so that people could understand it. We like to try to read into things and make up things to suit our own desires, you know? Everyone does this. We all do this. But the plain text of the Constitution mentions nothing about abortion. So why on earth would we think that the Constitution protects abortion? It doesn't. And I think if we look at a lot of the things that we hold as constitutional, they're not actually mentioned in the Constitution. And that's kind of the point. The Constitution was created as a limitation on the powers of the federal government. That was sort of the point. So why are we trying to read into it and get all these other things protected when they're not there? Especially when you consider the fact that the Constitution has a provision. You can add things to it. We have an amendment process. We've done it 27 times. It's happened pretty frequently. And so we can do it if we want, as a society, for protections. If we want protections for abortion to be in the Constitution, we have a way of amending it. We have a way to make that happen. But that's hard. It's really hard to get consensus on things. The standards for actually meeting and changing the Constitution are pretty high. You have to either call a constitutional convention, which is crazy, because once a constitutional convention gets called, crazy things can happen. Lots of changes can happen. Or there's a procedure through which the houses of Congress can propose changes to the Constitution, which they then send to state legislatures to ratify. So it's not an easy process. It's a lot easier to just have a few judges read into the Constitution and find rights that aren't actually there than it is to actually amend the Constitution, which is what happened in the case of Roe v. Wade and Casey. The court found these rights through some weird amalgamation of if I'm remembering correctly, the Equal Rights Protection, the 14th Amendment, and some other things. You know, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not a lawyer, but it seems pretty clear that the justices at the time wanted abortion to be legal, so they just pulled some stuff out of their ass and found a way to make it legal. Turns out that's not actually how the process works, and when you do things on a shaky foundation, it gets knocked out from under you. So I get it. There's a lot of people not happy about the abortion thing, and that's fine. But realize that there is a way to change things. If you want to protect abortion at the constitutional level, then amend the Constitution. Not that hard. Okay, it is hard. Maybe that's why you tried doing the shortcut. Well, turns out it didn't work out so great for you. Bummer. So take the L. Just take the L, okay? People are going nuts. My wife, Mrs. Constitution, was telling me over the weekend about how someone on Facebook, a family member on Facebook, basically proclaimed that if you thought this overturning of Roe v. Wade was a good thing, that you're not friends, you're not family, you're dead to her, basically. And I'm just thinking, like, wow. And of course I fell into it pretty easy. Like, my immediate response is like, all right, cool. My response is, cool, unfriend, and we don't have to talk to this person anymore. But that's just the easy way out. Remember when you used to be able to disagree with people on policy and still be friends? Those were the days. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Man, when did everything get so freaking nuts? Why are we cutting people out of our lives because they disagree with us on certain policy issues of our government? Why are we cutting people? This goes on both sides. Like, I'm just as likely to do it too. Everyone, like, we hold our opinions so strongly that if people disagree suddenly, like, we can't talk with them. We can't be friends with them anymore. That's nuts. Fortunately, I have several friends. I game with them every Friday night. Most Friday nights. Sorry, guys. I suck at making sure we're gaming every Friday night. But my D&D group, probably every single one of them, all my regulars at the very least, we have some pretty serious disagreements on policy and on social matters and on all kinds of different things, but we're still friends. I can still play games with them occasionally. I can still play games with them. We can even have conversations. We just all understand that we have different ideas about how things should be, and that's okay. We all just kind of allow each other we all just sort of allow each other to have our wrong opinions. It's okay. People are entitled to their wrong opinions. It doesn't make them terrible people. It just means they're different from you. Good Lord. How boring would life be if everyone agreed with you? I mean, gosh. So let's all just take a chill pill, okay? Conservatives have been taking L's a lot, and I'm not saying that it's all been handled gracefully. That's true, 100% true. But can we all just take the losses and roll with it and deal with it like mature adults? What happened? Why can't we just relax a bit? Things are going to work out. The sun's going to come up tomorrow. People aren't coming for you yet. Just relax. Speak the truth. Be honest. Be real. And accept the fact that some people will disagree with you. Let's all just chill out, okay? Let's all just chill out. And I'm not talking about, ignoring stuff, because obviously there are serious differences. I'm pro-life. There are people who are pro-abortion. I think it's wrong to kill babies. Other people think there are certain circumstances under which killing babies is okay. I'm not sure how you reconcile that. I'm not sure how you get there, but, just try not to kill babies in front of me, and I think we'll be fine. We'll talk. We'll try to persuade each other. But in the end, let's all just agree, all right, sometimes you can't agree, and you just got to deal with it. But you still got to live with these people. You still got to do business with these people. You still got to be around these people. And when you say things like, if you believe X, you're not my friend anymore, you're really starting to cut people out of your life, and that's just not a good thing. Unless someone's actually doing you harm, unless someone is really causing you personal harm, there's really no reason to cut them out of your life. So let's all just relax. Let's all just take a breath. With the Roe v. Wade thing, if the decision didn't come down the way you liked it, the way you wanted, accept it, deal with it, work within the system to change it, do what you need to do. If it did come down the way you like, rejoice, enjoy it, because coming around the corner you're going to lose again. It happens. We go in and out. There's ups and downs to life. The pendulum swings. Things go back and forth. This is life. Just take some breaths, people. Just take some breaths. Anyway. So if you liked what you shared here, feel free to give a like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below. I'd appreciate it. In the meantime, guys, just love each other. Try not to hurt each other and kill each other. And let's just get on with life.